Yo, what up, though? It's your boy Wordplay here with another edition. Wordplay Speaks. I'd like to welcome everyone back to not only a new episode but a new season. As I said before, I like to keep. I'm gonna try and keep each season like 20 episodes. So I did 20 first season, did 20 last season. So it's a whole new season. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed the intro. Got a new intro. I kept the same song that my cousin. Get shout out again to my cousin DJ for the beat. But yeah, I picked. It looked like man. At first, I was gonna pick a plane, like going off, taking off and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But then I seen that car, man. I'm like, man. And then it looked like commercial, man, like one of them Kia commercials or something, man. Like it's sweet how that man. So I picked that one. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody asked me, like, 'cause I showed somebody the intro, and they like, "Where you going?" I'm like, "Places." That's the whole point. You know, that's why I was gonna pick the plane at first, because it was a plane taking off. You know what I'm saying? And it was like a metaphorical thing, like taking off. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this podcast take off and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just when I found the cards, I'm like, okay, that's sweet. Yeah, I like the way it looked like a commercial almost. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't seen it, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have it for the outro and the intro and the outro. Um, so, but yeah, so I don't know if I did welcome everybody again. Welcome everybody, those that keep coming back. Thank you for keep coming back. Any newcomers, hopefully I can keep you guys entertained and keep coming back. Um, we have a lot to cover today. Not only cover today, but in this season, I'm trying to have more hard hitting topics. Like today is cover depression with pretty much just break it down and then like the stuff that I experienced with depression, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But before we get into all that, I like to say what's going on. I just got back from Vegas was Saturday. Me and two of the cooks. If you've been listening to the last season, I've been talking about going to Vegas because she's a big fan of Mary J. Blige. You know what I'm saying? So we went out there to see her. We only stayed for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? We left Thursday, and then the Thursday after the 4th of July, we got back Saturday because our concert was Friday. You know what I'm saying? So and this is my second time. This was my second time going to Vegas, man. Again, I ain't like the first time. I ain't want to come back. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, man. Shoot, we had a good time, you know what I'm saying? And then I like how the 3 hour difference, you know what I'm saying, it messes you up like as far as like when you calling people, you know what I'm saying, here in Eastern time, because you got to remember you 3 hours behind, because it's still like daylight out there, but it's like it's like 1 in the morning, man. What you doing? I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot three. But I like the time difference, you know what I'm saying, because when we got there, you know what I'm saying, I think we took a shower and stuff, got comfortable, whatever, you know what I'm saying, and then and it was still like, cause we left 1 o'clock here, and it was like, was it 1 o'clock? Yeah, it was 1 o'clock here, and it was like, what was it? What? We got there like 12 daytime or something. It was something like that, or 2 o'clock daytime. It was something like that. So, you know what I'm saying? We pretty much still had the whole day, you know what I'm saying? Because we got to the hotel, showered. Oh, and the room was nice. Should have took a video of the room. We'll have, I only took a couple of pictures. Two of the cooks got pictures in her phone, but I didn't, forgot to ask her to send them to me. But yeah, the pictures I got in my phone, I will put at the end of the video, like on the outro. So you can see every day I was out there, I had some Detroit on, you know what I'm saying? Because I had like a Motor City Tigers shirt on when we went there. And man, I gotta lose weight, man, because man, that junk make me look so fat, man. I gotta get back in the gym, man. It's like, man, I'm looking in the mirror and looking at my reflection in the car. I'm like, man, nah, bro, I gotta get back in the gym. But anyway, yeah, I had a Motor City Tiger shirt on when we went there, and then Friday, I have a Pistons like a Pistons shirt, you know what I'm saying? They like got Detroit and they got the Pistons logo on the side, and then on the back it got like the bridge of the city. And it got like pink in it, whatever, because my kid's mom, you know what I'm saying, she got it for me for Father's Day one year. You know, I don't know if y'all know, but my mom was a big Piston fan. So when she got it for me on Father's Day, you know what I'm saying, it was right after my mom's passed. Man, I almost cried. And it got pink in it too. So, and my mom's favorite color was pink because it got like when it overshadowed the city, it got a little bit of pink in it. It's a nice shirt. So I wore that Friday, and then I had for the concert, I had on a black and white, like black shorts with a black and white cut off shirt. You know what I'm saying? And then Saturday when we came back, I got a bad boy shirt that my sister got me for Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? So, oh no. Wait a minute. Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. When we changed, when we got to that, Thursday I did wear the Motor City Tigers shirt. You know what I'm saying? But then we got to the hotel and it changed. Also got a Tigers. My sister got me a Tigers shirt too, like a jersey, like it's a Detroit. It's like a shirt, but it's a jersey, like you know what I'm saying. And it got the stripes going down, and it's tight, it's sweet too. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the pictures I got. Yeah, because when we changed this stuff, I changed it to that. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice shirt, too. She got me that for Father's Day, too. She got me that and the bad boy shirt. You know, I wore the bad boy shirt coming back on Saturday. Oh, speaking of coming back, man. Oh, I got to get me a Tesla. When the dude that picked us up to take us to the airport, it's my first time even, really even seeing a Tesla, actually, you know what I'm saying? Because I heard about them and stuff, and I ain't really into cars like that. You know, I can't even tell you a Volkswagen from I don't know, man, but this is my first time actually even seeing one in person. Um, yeah, he picked this up, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I didn't even know they had suicide doors, you know what I'm saying? Because he opened up the doors, we stepped back, like, what the fuck? Like, man, then we get in. Oh, man, it's so nice. Oh, and it drives so smooth. And he got like the steering wheels, like the half moon steering wheel, like the ones you know, driving with on go karts and stuff. Oh, my goodness, man. And it drives so smooth. And then I guess he heard me talking about because he on the dashboard, you know what I'm saying? It's like a camera, but it's not an actual camera. It just like show you your car and the cars on the side of you, you know what I'm saying? So I guess he heard me talking about it. So I'm like, look, you got a camera on the so he put it on the screen, he put the actual camera on the screen, and you can see everywhere like different angles, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how the fuck. But you can see like in the sky, you can see on the side, and you can see in front of you, and it's like three different angles. I'm like, whoa. And then it drives so smooth, you know what I'm saying? And he like, I guess he was showing off or whatever because he like, you know, pressed the gas and stuff. And we just took off. Two of the kids was like, dang, I feel like we on the airport on the airplane. Like, but man, and it was red too. I'm like, oh my goodness, man, it's beautiful. But if I was to get one of them cars, you know what I'm saying, I'd like to get the hybrid though, you know what I'm saying, because that charge and stuff, you know what I'm saying. That way you can at least be backed up, you know what I'm saying. If you run out of charge, you got gas, you know what I'm saying. But he was saying that Teslas don't have the hybrid, but the best ones, the hybrids like Toyota and I think he said Honda. I think he said Honda, I believe, because that charging stuff, man, I don't know, I barely can. Well, I do keep my phone charged. I ain't gonna say I barely keep my phone charged, but I do keep it charged. But I mean, as far as keeping the car charged, I just have to have hybrid. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say I'm not gonna say I let it run out and consistently use gas and still have to go to the gas station. I'm just saying, like, it might be one of them days, like with gas and stuff. Like, yeah, you look at that needle, you like, I get gas in the morning. You don't want to take that chance with that stuff, cause then by the morning it'd be done died on you. You like, oh man. But if you got a hybrid, you know what I'm saying, the gas just kick in. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But yeah, man, we had a good time. Oh, then check this out. So, concert was nice. But check this out. So we had like seats in the back, you know what I'm saying? And then like when the cook got made all the arrangements, you know what I'm saying? So she didn't get the seats together, you know what I'm saying? She was trying to, but because she had got hurt, because originally I wasn't supposed to go. And I wasn't letting her go by herself, you know what I'm saying? Because she was trying to get people to go, her people. She usually go with her sister. Her sister like got other arrangements going on, and then they just went to Vegas because they cousin got married. And her sister like, man, I got other obligations going on. I want to go, but you know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop, whoop. She asked her aunt, like, I got other stuff going on that weekend. So when she was about to go by herself, I'm like, I ain't let you go by yourself, you know what I'm saying? Not in Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Whoop, 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 whoop. So she already got her ticket, you know what I'm saying? So when she tried to get mine, it was I think it cost more, so I don't know. She couldn't get them together. It was something. So, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. And then when we got there, we was trying to get either closer seats or the seats together, but it didn't work out. So we like, okay, cool. But come to find out, you know what I'm saying. She was only like I was way in the back, and she was only like a row in front of me. I thought she was like a couple of rows in front of me. So like, oh shoot, and it was only like a couple seats over. So you know what I'm saying. She like, oh shoot. So she sat next to me. You know what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna just sit here because the lady even told us when we was coming in, like, well, if y'all want to, I don't care. Y'all can sit together. Just you know what I'm saying. If somebody come want their seat, you know what I'm saying. But so she was sitting next to me. You know, we got there a little early. We just talking, waiting on the show to start. You know, DJ playing songs, whatever. And then this lady just came out of nowhere. I don't know what made her come up to us, or you know what I'm saying, or but she worked there, of course. And she gave us two tickets to the floor seats, just you know what I'm saying, just randomly. She just came up to us like, "Here, I got two tickets." And on the back it say relocated. I don't know what made her come up to us. I don't know if she overheard we were trying to. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it was like what? And we like we gotta pay for them or something. She like no. We was on the floor. Went from way in the back to the floor seats. We was like in row six, like me, like six rows behind in front of the stage. I ain't never. I've been to a couple of concerts where we usually in the nosebleed or something. I ain't never been that close. You know what I'm saying? And it's like wow, like and to the cuz can you hold it? She hugging her, crying and stuff because she's a big Mary J fan. You know what I'm saying? Like she trying to go to all her concerts if she can. Man, but she was crying. She had to go to the bathroom, get herself together, call her mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, let's get to our seats first, man. But overall, the concert was nice. And Mary still got it. It was beautiful, man. That was like a surprise, though, man. And it just worked out. You know what I'm saying? Because not only was we able to sit together, but we was actually on the floor. Like, wow. And you know what I'm saying? I like when I'm just like I don't know. I just like when it's a big gathering of people and like I'm looking around, you know what I'm saying, and it's like positivity going on. Nobody was fighting, you know, everybody having a good time. You look around, everybody standing up singing. I just like stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I like when people having a good time. It makes me feel comfort, you know what I'm saying? I usually like to spend time with like family and stuff, especially when it's family gathering. I just sit back, you know what I'm saying? Everybody having a good time, nobody fighting and it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking around a couple of times, like, wow, it was just. I just had to, I like to take the moment in and just sit back and relax and look around and see everybody like singing and everybody having a good time. Everybody like, yeah, Mary, go Mary. And it's a beautiful feeling, you know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed myself, you know what I'm saying? Oh, so before 'cause we got there a little early, you know what I'm saying? And no, I don't know if anybody. I'm assuming everybody been to a concert before. When you get there early, you know what I'm saying? They have a DJ playing songs, you know, try and get people hyped, you know what I'm saying? Everybody coming in. So I've noticed. I've been noticed this, but I want to say like a couple like not just cultural songs, but songs that make air. Because I looked around, I didn't even seen white people dance. It was this girl, she was way off beat, but she was still like, oh. But not really. It really like cultural songs, but not really cultural songs. I think they just like songs that do play it anywhere and everybody gonna break out like. And of course, like no order. But of course, Juvenile back that thing up. Of course, that one. But it's a couple other songs that you play it anywhere. Everybody, oh, just you know what I'm saying. It gets the party going. If you know what I'm saying. Of course, Juvenile back that thing up. Then I noticed that Poison, by Bell Biv DeVoe, BBD. Yeah, that Poison, that one is up there too. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I know that song is like 30, almost 40 years old, but every time you play that, and Poison, man, that gets the party going. But also, um, Too Short, um, oh dang, I done forgot to blow the whistle. Blow the whistle, you know what I'm saying? And everybody, what's my favorite word? What's my man? That one get the party going too, you know what I'm saying? That's like it's more songs, but those are like the top three, you know what I'm saying? Like that, you play that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, man, like back in the club days, you know what I'm saying? It was that, the Roscoe Dash, Waka Flocka, and, uh, I forgot his name. I forget his name, man. Waka Flocka, I forget my man's name. Dog, I forget his name. He got the best part too. Um, flowers and oh man, I just forgot his name. And he got the best part too. Wale. It gave it's Wagga Flocka, Wale, and Roscoe Dash. When the club days, that one you played at the club, man. It was that, and then the Jeezy, um, I'm hiding the right now. I shoot up in the right now. Man, that part you play that in the club, and that's gonna be go crazy. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like, of course, you know what I'm saying. You want to play that everywhere because those songs, like that song, start a fight, whatever. That's like when the club and everybody hype and drunk and stuff. And but as far as like, you know what I'm saying, getting parties going for like a concert or something like that, like you say, back that thing up by Juvenile, Blow the Whistle, and then of course Poison. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was mad, and then it's like, man, the bass and stuff, and you can tell when the show about to start because they have it. The closer it get to the show, the louder the bass get and stuff. Like, because I noticed that we went to somebody's concert and we got there a little early, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, they about to start the show. Because you can tell, like, they turn up the music and then the bass and stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's about to start, you know what I'm saying? The closer it get. Because I noticed that at the Mary J, too, you know what I'm saying? Because they was playing it, it was on, you can hear it. It was loud enough you can hear it. But the closer it got, the more bass they had and the louder it was, and the more, I guess they go about the more people in there, you know what I'm saying? And plus everybody be drinking and stuff, and you really feel that bass when you like, boo, boo. You like, oh, snap. But yeah, it was a nice DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, overall the concert was cool. Overall we enjoyed ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We not really we did go out. You know what I'm saying? But it's expensive as hell out there. And then thinking it was hot. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like 110, or whatever. But it wasn't like I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like pass out heat hot. But a lot of people were saying like the desert is like more humidity is not up there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like cause it was hotter here before we left, you know what I'm saying? And then I've been to Alabama before. Alabama, they got ooh, you talking about some heat, man. Oh my goodness. But I thought it was gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm thinking desert heat, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it's gonna be like as soon as you get off the plane, you about to pass out type like, oh no, I can't do this. But no, it wasn't that bad. It was hot, but it wasn't that bad, you know. And plus we was inside anyway, you know what I'm saying? We only walked outside when cause we couldn't like the hotel was staying in was real nice, and that's the venue that Mary J was in. It was a nice venue too, cause when we walked, I think Thursday or before the concert, you know what I'm saying, we wanted to see where it was. And we was outside, you know what I'm saying, and I'm like, damn, it looked kind of small, cause the doors or whatever. As soon as you go through, I'm like, damn, this must be a small venue. But when you get inside, you know, it was like a mall, like they got the escalator, you can go up. I'm like, damn, it's bigger than I thought. I thought it was like but the seats we originally had wasn't bad because it was like it's like a theater, like you know what I'm saying. And they got the TV screens. We were straight sitting in the back. But when the lady came and gave us our tickets, we was like, oh snap. You know what I'm saying? We was like literally on the stage, like we was like probably like 6 rows behind. And that was man, I don't know what made that lady do that, but thank you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We both in the spirit, man. That was nice. But yeah, as far as Vegas go, we pretty much we didn't go like to the whole strip. We was at Park MGM or New York, with the M&M factory and all that. So yeah, we had to go outside because we tried to go around and eat like inside the hotel. That stuff was hot, man. And then they had stuff like you ain't get nothing like combos or nothing because we looked at one menu. They wanted like $30 for the burger, and then I think it was like 15, $20 for the fries. We like, oh hell! And then if you wanted something to drink, that's like nope. Mm-mm. So we found is we had to go outside and cross the bridge a little bit and go down the escalator, but it wasn't that far of a walk. But we found Hard Rock Cafe. You know what I'm saying? They was a lot cheaper. And you can get combos and stuff like you get the fries, you know the combos like burger, fries, drink, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we went there like maybe that's what we pretty much ate at. You know what I'm saying? Cause and then we had Denny's. I think Friday or Saturday. One of them days. I think it was Friday. No, it wasn't Saturday. It was Friday because we left early Saturday. So yeah, Friday we ate breakfast at Denny's. So then check this out. So we okay, the last time I was in Vegas, I found this place called Fat Tuesdays. They got the long fuzzy drinks, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I wanted it again. So we ended up finding it. Um, cause we went Thursday after we left Hard Rock. You know what I'm saying? We ended up finding it. So Thursday we tried to find it because we had to go. Well, Park G. We at Park MGM. We had to go to MGM, which was across the street. You know what I'm saying? And it was like Denny's is here, and you just keep straight. Go past the Hard Rock Cafe and Denny's. They was like pretty next door to each other. So we left Hard Rock Cafe, asked around. They like, yeah, you gotta go MGM. You know what I'm saying? So going to MGM, these dudes, you know what I'm saying? And then too, here's another thing too, like as hot as it is, they still got people out there like dressed up in the costumes trying to take pictures. Cause you had like Mario, Sonic, who else? It was Mario, Sonic, Spider Man. I was like, it's too hot for that, man. I had to come out at night and look at that, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I understand that's the way they make their money, you know what I'm saying? Because people take pictures and you give them a little something, you know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop. But I had to do that at night. Fuck that, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, as we was walking trying to get to our slushy things, you know what I'm saying? These people grabbed us in and they're like, hey, are you guys married? And they're like, no, you living together? We're like, no. They asking us all kind of weird questions, and two of the cooks already like suspicious, like nah. So they took us inside, and they were trying to get us to go. It's this little thing upstairs. They get you to go upstairs, and they try and get you to buy timeshares, or whatever. But two of the cooks pretty much was like nah, cause they asking all these questions like, "Where you staying?" She's like, "Nah, man, we good." You know what I'm saying? So we went and got our slushies, came back, you know what I'm saying, the hotel. But the next day we was going because the slushies, you get a free, not a free refill, but a refill. You know, then you buy the cup. As long as you got the cup, you get a refill for like $15. She got the smaller thing, she was like 12, but I got they call it suicide. I got all the flavors, and then plus a double shot of Tito, so it was a little bit more. But anyway, we didn't going because we leaving. This was that happened the first time that happened. That was Thursday when we got there. So Friday after we left, I think we left Denny's. We went to Denny's for breakfast, and we was going to MGM to get our little slushy thing because it was like the concert ain't starting till like 8. You know what I'm saying? We was just gonna go eat our slushies, go back to the room, chill out to the concert. So we walk in MGM, and the dudes grabbed us again, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Come with me. Y'all live together? And asking the same questions or whatever. He's like, man. So we go in there, and they talking to us, and they kind of baited us into it, you know what I'm saying? Because they like, yeah, all you gotta do is go up there, talk to the people, maybe like an hour and a half, you know what I'm saying? They try and get you to sell nothing, something you say no, whoop, whoop. They show you a model, and at the end, now the dude, he told us 150. It was like a gift card, 150. But then we went up there, and she was like, how much did he say? And then we I said like 150, she said 100 or something like that. So the lady was like, all right, 125. But I could have sworn the dude said 150. But anyway, so we get that at the end after the, you know what I'm saying, after the presentation thing, whatever. And we got to pay $40, but we get the $40 back, you know what I'm saying? So in cash, you know what I'm saying? So two of the cooks are already skeptical about it. She like, man, but you know what I'm saying? All we thinking we just go up there, bullshit around. They show us a little model thing, you know what I'm saying? Then, man, we was up there for like 3 hours, man. 'Cause what it is they try and get you to buy timeshare things, and then like, but the lady kept asking us all kind of personal questions. Cause we get up there and you sit down with one of the people's. She kept asking personal questions about her life and this and that. Dude, the cuz like, dude, what's this got to do with the, like, come on, like. So you know what I'm saying? She was giving the lady a hard time at first, but then the lady like, okay, I'm just trying to do my job. You know what I'm saying? What you? So dude, the cuz like, all right, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? So we get to talking, and so then the first part is, I guess you got to know the people, know you, and all that stuff, whatever. So then she get and break it down, and she let us get something to eat because they got little snacks or whatever, chips and. But we just ate, you know what I'm saying? I just got like chips and then um the peanuts, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying, and I got a little bit of water, and they gave us water. But so what it is they want you to buy like timeshares into the thing, whatever, and then like it's you pretty much buying like when you go out of town. If you buy a prop, I mean, you pretty much you pay once you got to put a down payment on something. You know what I'm saying? It's like a condo or a hotel. Anytime you go out of town, you can go if you go to a Westgate, it's called Westgate. If you go on a property, it's like 150 for a whole week. You know what I'm saying? They get a whole week for 150. Well, if you go outside of their property, it's like 249 or something like that. Anywhere in the world, so and guaranteed to have like a condo or a hotel. That way you won't have to worry when you go out of town. You won't have to worry about buying and going to a hotel. Um, so, but the thing is, what I'm saying, it sounded good. What I'm saying. Then but every time we told them no, we can't today, they like, no, you got to today. What I'm saying? If you don't come back, if you come back tomorrow, this deal won't be on the day. We're like, nah, man, we kept telling them no. And they just they wouldn't take no for an answer. They kept sending different people to the table. I'm like, come on, man. They kept on lowering the prices. They like, all right, if you don't have to put the full payment or down payment on, but if you pay this much and then you pay payments, it was sounding too good to be true, but they kept, and I'm like, come on, Tuda Cook's been backed out of it. She like, man, if you want to do it, you can do it. But I'm out of it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, come on, man. They kept lowering the prices. They kept, and then I had my Detroit Pistons shirt on. So the dude came, one of the dudes, he came, one of their managers, he came over to the table and he like, hey man, I see you from Detroit. And it just so happens that he was like, yeah, I'm from I think he either from Detroit or Ann Arbor or something. But he's a big Lions fan, you know what I'm saying? And he had like tickets to the game because he was like, originally he had tickets to the Packers game, but he said he going to Arizona when they go to Arizona. So he had like 4 tickets. I give you these 4 tickets. I'm like, come on, bruh. I wanted to take them tickets, man, but I'm like, man, I can't, cause you know what I'm saying. It's something that we gotta, if we could take it home, do our research, go over it, think about it. Yeah, but they pretty much like, you gotta sign today. Like, no, you know what I'm saying. I'm not signing today. That was the only part. If it was one of those where you can, we exchange numbers. She gave us a card. If we interested, we call it back. If it was one of those, cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those they trying to get you to no. If you don't take the deal today, you won't have the deal tomorrow. Because according to them, they giving out all these deals. You know what I'm saying? Because and she kept on like I mean they kept trying because they like look we'll give you 150 credit. You know what I'm saying? You won't have to buy nothing once you get there. I mean, they kept trying. They kept lowering the prices. Then they was gonna use our gift card money towards the down payment. And she like, you can pay like 300. You know what I'm saying? 300 now, and then once you get your down payment, just make payments. And then once you get your down payment down, and then you know what I'm saying, you'll be able to. And then she was like, well, we use your 125, so it took 300 down to like 135 or something like that. And then I had to make the payments. They was trying, man. I'm like, man. And then when they finally did show us the condo, because it's a model of a condo, it was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because they had like a two, you can get like 1 bedroom or you can upgrade to a two. I think it's up to 4 bedroom. But they showed us the 2 bedroom. Man, they had it was like the master bedroom was nice. You know what I'm saying? They had a jacuzzi inside the room and then the shower. Oh my God, the bathroom was beautiful. And then you come out, you know what I'm saying? And then just the dining room alone was nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I got like a Super Bowl party here. Then they had the little kitchen. That's one thing about that, you know what I'm saying? Because like when you go out of town, you don't have to worry about like a hotel. You don't have to worry about going out to eat. Just get groceries or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can cook, microwave, everything. You don't have to worry about a hotel. And the view was nice, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my goodness. Then the guest room, it was 2 beds in there. They had their own little bathroom. Bathroom was nice, but it wasn't as nice as the master bathroom, of course. And it was like a two-way. You can go in either this way or you can go in from the room. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man. So it was nice. But the whole thing, like you say, if they wasn't trying to push you into, I think that's how they get people, get people drunk and stuff. Like, oh yeah, you got to sign today and all the deals and stuff. Okay, sure. But we like, nah, man. Like, 'cause I never rush in me or to the cooks, no, not the type to rush into. But they were trying though, man. He almost got me with them tickets though, man. 'Cause I did want to. I'm like, dog, 4 tickets. I'm like, come on, man. But they was trying, yeah, man. We was up there. They said we was gonna be up there an hour and a half, man. We was up there like almost 3 hours because they kept sending new people. And two the cooks mad at me because they left a couple of times. Let us talk it over. She like, "Will you stop asking questions?" I'm like, "I'm not asking questions. I'm saying no, but they keep on lowering the prices and doing this and that." I'm like, "Come on, bruh." Like I kind of wanted to, but I'm like, you don't sign the dotted line until you get all the information. And like, nah, bruh. Especially if something ain't right because they just trying to push it on you. Like you gotta sign today. If you don't, you don't. Because they were saying if you don't sign today, then if you come back like maybe tomorrow or next week, you had to put the full payment down, and you won't be able to. You only be able to go to a hotel or something in Vegas. You won't be able to go like anywhere else outside of Vegas. So if we went back to Vegas, you know what I'm saying, at least once a year, we get spend like 150 or 149. You know what I'm saying, for the whole week. But we can't go. You know what I'm saying. We just had to. It just only be Vegas though. That's what she was saying, according to her. I'm like, man, and like you say, they because with then they was working with us because they was saying like you can't put the full payment down, but you can. You put so much down, just make payments. And she got it. They was getting it down, and I'm like, come on, man. And then they kept sending people, and two of the kids got pissed off. She like, look, man. The last lady they sent over, like, look, you got our gift cards or what, man? Cause we tired of we. She pretty much like snapped on them without snapping on them, but you know what I'm saying. The lady's like, yeah, we got your gift cards. Don't worry. So we end up, and the gift cards did work. 125 and got our $40 back. You know what I'm saying? So that 125 went toward. We got a refill on it. Finally got a refill on our slushies. And then later on after the concert, we went back to Hard Rock and stuff. We was walking around in the hotel after the concert because two of the cooks was like, we gotta do something. It's our last night. You know what I'm saying? So when we go inside the hotel, we just found it was the casino part. And all we got was two Long Islands. You know what I'm saying? My man said $57. Like, what? Mm-mm. We went back to Hard Rock Cafe. We got the same two Long Islands for like 16, and we had wings or whatever. It was half the price of that. You know what I'm saying? So we like, nah, bruh. But we already had the drinks or whatever by the time we, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was already drinking mine, and she already had hers. And he's like, man, fuck, we might as well. And she wanted to go back to Hard Rock. You know what I'm saying? And I think we had like an hour left because they closed at like 12 or something. It was like 10, almost 11 or something. So we finished our drinks there, and we went back to Hard Rock Cafe. But man, especially at night, man, Vegas is beautiful. We didn't even really, we just stayed in that vicinity. We didn't really go like, but the last time I went, I was at the Strat Hotel. That's on like further down, not too far down. Of course, we would have to catch a lift. I mean, probably could have walked, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, catch a lift or something. But yeah, so but yeah, it was nice, man. It was beautiful. We had a good time. They had a pool there, but the thing about the pool, they closed early as hell. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it was like 7 o'clock. We like what? Because we went down there after we got back from Hard Rock Cafe the Thursday. We just check out the pool. You thinking they close at like 10 or something. These 11, 12. The places like Vegas, they should have the pools open 24 hours actually, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a nice little pool. We was able to go. It was at the time, it said 7 to 7. We're like, damn, they close early as hell. 7? I don't know if they're going off Eastern time, because Eastern time, that's 10 o'clock. But still, 7 daytime, like, because we thinking we about to, like, oh, let's check out the pool, see if we want to get in. And we ain't see nobody. We like, seen the sign, it said 7 to 7. We was able to still go in the doors, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like a gated thing, whatever. They got it, gated. But it's like, I think it's indoors, but it's like clear windows. You can see outdoors and stuff like that. It's a nice little pool, you know what I'm saying? And we got to either come in the morning or something because it's like, but we never did go. If we would have stayed an extra day, like, 'cause we left Saturday, early Saturday. Like, if we left either late Friday, Saturday, or stayed an extra day, we probably would have went and got the pool. But it's like, damn, you closed at 7 though? Like, damn, man. I could see maybe like 10, 11 or something, but damn, 7? Still daylight. Like, damn. But but the 3 hour difference though, man, I kinda liked it though, man. Especially when you first get there, cause like Thursday, we like, damn, it's still early, but it was late our time. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we went to sleep when we got up Friday. We thinking it's like 11, 12. We like, oh, we gotta get up. It was still like 7 o'clock. Like, oh, well, we can go back to sleep. All right, go. I think we ended up getting up about 11, 10 or 11 or something because we went and got something to eat. And then, like you say, when we was just gonna go get the slushies and then go back to the hotel, but then they caught us up in the little Westgate thing. We was up there for like 3 hours. We was gonna chill to the concert. You know what I'm saying? We spent most of the day up in there, you know what I'm saying? Then we got back. Then went and finally got our slushies. And then I think we went back to Hard Rock Cafe after we got our slushies to get something to eat because the concert, it was like 4 or 5 o'clock we got done with them because we When we left Denny's, it was like 12, 1 o'clock. And we was up there for like 3 or 4 hours, man. They was trying. Like, man, y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? No, man. Like I say, I probably would have signed up if I could have, you know what I'm saying, took it home, talked to my peoples about it, you know what I'm saying, asked around, did some research, you know what I'm saying, whoop, whoop, nah, you know what I'm saying, and found out it was legit, you know what I'm saying, it was cool, because like you say, that's not kind of nice. If you can go out of town, you know what I'm saying, and you guaranteed that, and then they said when you pay it off, once you pay it off, it's yours, you know what I'm saying, if all that was legit, that'd be nice. You know what I'm saying? You can go anywhere out of town. Just because I don't really go out of town that much. But if I'm going like out of town, I can just get a condo. And if it's not on their property, it's still like 249. But if it's on their property, it's 149. And you get it for a whole week. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to worry about hotel prices. You don't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying? Because them hotels add up, you know, per day. You know, that's if you staying somewhere for like 5 days. You know what I'm saying? Because even if I didn't go, I don't really go nowhere, but I took advantage of that, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, because especially if they got one here, because the condo was real nice, you know what I'm saying? They got one here in Michigan. Shoot, I can have a Super Bowl party or something, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have to go far, you know what I'm saying? It'd just be like going out of town, but, you know what I'm saying? Just go to my little condo thing, have people over, have a Super Bowl party, you know what I'm saying? Because it was real nice, you know what I'm saying? But But anyway, yeah. But overall, we enjoyed ourselves in Vegas. Yeah, that's my second time going. Well, we got our slushy things. I didn't get the biggest one, but I got like the second to the biggest one. And then I found out it's one bigger than the biggest one. Like, oh, I'm like, man, I'm gonna try that one. I was tempted to do it then, cause it was like 55 for that one. And then the refills, if you get the big cups, it's like 15. But if you get like the smaller cups, cause two of the cooks got the smaller cup, cause she like, I don't know, it's like 12 for that one. But I got extras because I got like the double shot of Tito's and like $8 more or something like that. So, but I'm like, man, I gotta try that big, cause I looked over, I seen the big one. I'm like, whoa, cause that's what happened last time. I didn't get the biggest one. I got like the second biggest one. But I seen that big one. I'm like, oh, I gotta try that. So if I go back to Vegas again, I'm gonna try that big one. And that bitch was, man, that sucker was nice. Then I been going back to work today. I was telling people about it, and one dude was saying they got one that's so big you got like it's like a backpack you put on your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? And carry it like a. I'm like, whoa, I ain't see that one. I don't know if that was the one that I was talking about, the big one, or they got one bigger than that. And if they do got one bigger than that, then that's another place. Cause the place I went to, like I said, that big one, I'm like, whoa. So I'm gonna either try and find the one he's talking about, one you put over your shoulder. I'm like, man, that's big as hell. You gotta put it over your shoulder, like, man. It's like a strap come with it. You know what I'm saying? You just put it on. He's like, whoa. I'm like, what? Oh man. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely if I go back to Vegas again, I'm gonna definitely get the big one. I'm gonna try that one because it look like it take like 3 or 4 people. Cause the one I got, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have pictures at the end so you'll see. But the one I got, man, I was damn near done with it by the time we got back to the hotel. I'm like, damn shit, I had to go back and get a refill tonight. We didn't go back out that night though. We just waited till the next day. But and then they was good and all, but it seemed like they hit better the first time I was there. You know what I'm saying? But then at the time, I was on I was drinking already and stuff because me and my cousin we was drinking, and then I had edibles and stuff, so that took part too. Because this time, like I had a little buzz, but it wasn't like either that or I need to just upgrade to the bigger one. Because like man, like I had a little buzz and stuff, but it was like it didn't hit the same. But again, like you say, the first time I went, when I went with my peoples and it was December, it helped me out make a difference. But when I went with my peoples, I was doing edibles and stuff then. I'm not doing really doing edibles now. And like I said, I had other drinks and stuff, so all that like took a factor too. Cause just the slushy alone, it was like, it was nice, man, but it just didn't hit the same like it did before. You know what I'm saying? I was tempted to get edible too, but I'm like, nah, because last time we went to a dispensary, got edible. I already had some with me, but then got some more, and whoop whoop. But I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I just stuck with the drinks, you know what I'm saying? But Friday after we left the concert, we went back to Hard Rock, you know what I'm saying? Them drinks, we had like 2 Long Islands. Them drinks, man, they got us together, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but overall, we had a good time. Yeah, so if you never been to Vegas, watch out for them people. They try and get you but the Westgate, you know what I'm saying? But again, you do get a gift card, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying? So I guess it was worth it, you know what I'm saying? Because that helped pay for like dinner and our slushies and stuff like that. Because man, stuff is expensive out there, man. Like Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying? But overall, we had a good time, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I'm ever go, and I don't really get out much anyway. So it was cool to get out, you know what I'm saying? Go back to Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Whoop de whoop. So, but anyways, on to today's show. That's about that. On to today's show. I want to talk about like depression. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say, you know what I'm saying, about it, like, but I can say my experiences with it. And like if you know what I'm saying, like people need to be loved, you know what I'm saying? Not saying I wasn't loved, but it was always like that emptiness inside, you know what I'm saying? Then I noticed I just looked it up and they said different causes of depression. Like if you have people in your family that's depressed and stuff. Cause I noticed like when my grandmother and my uncles was my uncle Harold, I don't know about my uncle Carl. I don't think he was really depressed. I don't guess. He really never really showed it, but I was more around my uncle Harold and my grandmother because I stayed with my grandmother and my uncle Harold who was in the family flat. And but I didn't really notice it about my uncle Harold until he moved, cause he moved out on East Point. You know what I'm saying? And then when he stayed there, you know what I'm saying? It was times we'd just be sitting watching TV, and then he'd just be all sad and start crying out of nowhere. He's like, what just happened? And he get to drinking and stuff, and I'm like, dog, you know what I'm saying? Cause he was always like down and stuff like that. I'm like, he's sitting there watching TV, like. And my grandmother was the same way, you know what I'm saying? She was always like down and depressed or whatever. But I noticed that the older I get, the more you lose people, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about them though is like people would come, like my cousins, like my uncle, for instance, he would say like my cousins, like his kid, his son and his grandkids wasn't coming around like that and stuff. And then it's like, dog, like you call, like my cousin, like his son would call him and ask him, like they'll be out, like maybe it's Father's Day or something. They'll be out, you know what I'm saying? And he'd be like, yeah, you want to go out to eat? You know what I'm saying? I'll come get you. He'd be like, no, that's okay. Bring back the plate. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, my grandmother was the same way. Cause she would always complain about like she had my it's funny, she had my sister Pat mad because my sister stayed in Alabama, you know what I'm saying, for a minute. And then she had my two nieces and came back, you know what I'm saying, because it didn't work out with them. Anyway, when she was down in Alabama, she would always call my grandmother and talk to my grandmother. And my grandma would always complain about how she wanted to go out, do this and that, you know what I'm saying, because it was like, for instance, she wanted to go downtown to see the tree lighting. But she would always be like, oh, I want to go down there, but nobody would take me. And then, so my sister mad as hell. She like, no, ain't nobody. So she called my mom. My mom like, nah, I didn't offer to take her. Your uncle's offered to take her, and she always say no. And she like, oh, my sister down there heated. She like, why ain't nobody? You know what I'm saying? What? You know what I'm saying? But that was the thing about them. You know what I'm saying? They would always complain about nobody. You know what I'm saying? Taking them nowhere or coming over. But then when people call and say, yeah, I'm on my way, I'm coming get you. Like, nah, that's okay. And so after a while, you know what I'm saying? If you keep getting no, people gonna stop calling and asking. Like, come on now. But that was I don't know, man, because I'm kind of the same way, you know what I'm saying? Because I notice the older I'm getting, the more depressed I am, especially after losing them, my Uncle Harold and my Uncle Carl, you know, my moms, of course, you know what I'm saying, and my grandma, and it's like, man, you really feel it around like holidays, you know what I'm saying? Because you used to they cooking, them being around, it's like, man. So my sister doing a good job because she usually keep it up, you know what I'm saying? Keep the cooking going, keep trying to keep the family together, but you know, and my main one is Thanksgiving though. You know what I'm saying? As long as we get on Thanksgiving, whoop de whoop, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. But but yeah, I noticed that, you know what I'm saying, the older I get, the more I'm being like them, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm like, dang, yeah, cause I feel the same way. I be seeing people have parties on Facebook, but then back in the day when people was asking me, inbox me, hey, you wanna come? I'm like, nah, or I would say I'm coming, then when they come, I'm like, I'd either not respond or I wouldn't show up or I just would I'd just rather watch TV or you know what I'm saying. I ain't even go to my prom. Of course, I went to graduation. I didn't even go to prom, whatever. Shoot, I was at home watching basketball. Everybody, you ain't going to prom? I'm like, my mom and dad was like, shoot, that's less money we got to spend. All right, well, But everybody else like, you ain't go to prom? Like, nah, man. And it was like NBA playoffs. That was when I graduated '06. That's when the Heat, Dwayne Wade. That's when they made their little run. When they played when they beat the Mavs when they came back down three. Was it 2-1? I think they were down 2-1 and came back. You know what I'm saying? And they won like four straight. That's when I was a big Wade fan. My dad ended up getting me a little no, a Wade jersey. He had got me one before. He ended up getting me another one. But I mean, that's cool. I mean, man, I just had two jerseys. That's cool. But yeah, 'cause I ended up wearing that jersey. End up, I think that not to my graduation, but then we had rehearsals or something. I ended up wearing that jersey to rehearsals and stuff. Of course, I ain't wearing two graduations. I had my suit on, whatever. But yeah, man. So, but I noticed that like you know what I'm saying. You can't it was like a two-way street, you know what I'm saying? When people ask you to go out, now I wanted to go out with people. I'm like, dang, but I don't get the invites, you know what I'm saying? I be seeing people online and having parties and like, we did invite you, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a two-way street, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's a form of depression, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what I be going through, you know what I'm saying? Because I be seeing like people online, family members online. I'm like, dang. But again, if they call you and say, hey, you want to come over? And you always saying, yeah, I'll come, or no, and people gonna stop asking. And then a lot of times too, like if we do something, usually my sister be like the entertainer of the part of the family. You know what I'm saying? They go through her. If I'm not riding with them. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't go. I'm starting to like, cause I don't stay with my sister no more, so I'm starting to like go out more. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody has something and they show up, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not over there already, cause like my stepmom, she had a party with her. I just went over there. We all went together. Her, me, my sister, my brother-in-law, we just went together. Cause I was taking the kid. I was going over anyway. Cause the kids, they was like, nah, we all right. 'Cause they went to. She had her birthday party last year, and it was more. It wasn't like an adult party, but it wasn't no kids there, and they pretty much didn't have nothing to do, and they pretty much was asleep. They like, yeah, we good. So I just took them over my sister's house, and then I just rolled with them. But she got a new house now. That house is, I said that a few episodes ago. But that house is nice. But yeah, so I mean, depression is nothing to play with. And then you got different kind of depressions because a lot of people have they call them postpartum. I think I said it right, postpartum depression. But a lot of people who's pregnant when they have kids, kids can drive you crazy too. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of kids, especially mothers that do it on their own, they got this and that. They can drive you crazy too. They can drive you to depression too. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody gotta take them off their hands or something. Every once in a while, because you gotta depress and get yourself together and woo side like especially dealing with kids and stuff. And I don't know how people do it, especially like women with like 4 or 5 kids. They be on buses and you should see them at the airport and stuff, man. You got like a whole bunch of kids running around. You trying to catch your flight, and it's like crazy. Like man, so I understand. I can see how like depression can come in different forms or whatever. And then you got like people with low self esteem, people that be trying to like take themselves out. You know what I'm saying? I've been depressed a few times, but I never really wanted to take myself out. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even like to see my own blood. Like, I know be bleeding, I'll be freaking out like, oh no. You know what I'm saying? So of course not trying to cut myself or bruh. So, but yeah, I've been in the breath. You know, there's been days where I just be sitting there. Oh, so another thing too, I know grief can cause depression too. Well, that's just being sad. 'Cause I just looked it up and they said if you being sad, that's just being sad. But I think it turned to a form of depression too. Um, um, yeah, cause like when we was in Vegas, it was a song. We was at Denny's, I think, and the song came on. It was "Simply the Best" by Tina Turner, and that was one of my mom's favorite songs. You know, "Simply the Best," "Simply the Best." That was man. When it came on, usually like something like that, you know what I'm saying? It depending on what mood I'm in, you know what I'm saying? It might, you know what I'm saying, something like that come on. I might be playing a game and then all of a sudden I'm sad and because I heard that song and it reminded me of her. But sometimes you can turn it and flip it and just enjoy the song. That's like a sign, like your mom's watching over you or something. I don't know. We up there, I'm just up there like, oh man, that was my mom junk. And instead of being sad about it, I'm just, enjoying the song, like simply the best. So sometimes you can turn it like grief and stuff into like a good moment, sometimes. Like I said, depending on Like if I was at like I don't know by myself at a hotel or something, or just by myself, period, and that song came on, I probably would be like, oh man. But but I was in out in public and I was with two of the cooks and stuff, so I'm like, oh man, that's my mom junk. So I'm just jamming into it and you know what I'm saying. So certain things can what I'm saying you can use like instead of being depressed about it, you can flip it and turn it into positive or something. And that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't really been to therapy or nothing. But when you by yourself, have alone time, you can figure out. That's why they say it's good to be have your own space sometimes, or just have that quiet time or whatever. Whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? But I usually like, what I'm saying? Because my mind still be. The only thing about that when you alone, mind be overthinking. That's why you gotta find like hobbies. Like I just got I recently just purchased a PS5 and a Portal. So I'm playing a Spider-Man game. I got the two. I never played the two, so I just went back and played the first one again. I'm playing it now because I'm like, damn, I don't remember what happened. So I'm playing now. When I played the Miles before, I'm playing. I'm gonna replay and then eventually play the two. And they be tearing me up in that damn game, man. I'm like, damn, man. I be trying to, because you go around, you find a crime, or whatever. And you're like, okay, and you know what I'm saying. They be tearing my man, Jesus. And then I didn't know because I didn't see. I seen like bits and pieces of the Tom Holland one, the first one, the one with Michael Keaton. Because I seen the second one and the third one, of course. Or is it? Yeah, this is the third one or second one. Well, I seen because I didn't see that that was the one, the Spider Man, Far From Home. Okay, what was it? Spider Man, No Way Home. No, Far From Home was the second one because I seen the second one with Mysterio. You know what I'm saying? Then I seen bits and pieces of the one with Michael Keaton. So it was on the other day, whatever. I didn't know that they implanted like the parts of the game into the movie. I'm like, whoa, because he had to learn his suit, whatever. Because Iron Man gave him the suit, and he had to learn how to with weapons and all that stuff. And it's kind of like the game. And he down there doing like missions or whatever, like the game, whatever. Because he down there trying to find different crimes and stuff like that, all just like the game. Like, damn. Like, I didn't know that was like basically the game because, like you said, you gotta learn how to do the different webs and what this web do, and then you got the different, you know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, I didn't know it was like the game. That's what make it sweet. Cause I really gotta watch that. I'm gonna watch it before the new brand new day come out because it was on the other day, but I still didn't see it from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see it, get caught up on it before brand new day come out. Yeah, I guess rewatch the other ones. Cause I did see the one. I think that was Far From Home because he went overseas with his peoples and Mysterio was playing mind tricks with him, and they told everybody he was Spider Man at the end. And I did, of course, see the last one. Far From Home, I think. I think No Way Home. I think that was. I don't know. I know. I think it's Spider Man. I think it's Far From Home. Then I think it's No Way Home. Of course, with all the different Spider universes and Tobey Maguire and all that. But this one, man, this one is coming out, man. I cannot, man. I'm counting down, man. I'm like, man, I cannot wait. I'm still, man. I know I talk about it a lot on these. People probably tired of me talking about it because I be making posts about it. I'm like, man, dog. They probably like, man, I wish this movie come out so you shut up. Like, damn. But nah, man, I can't wait for that Spider Man, man. Like, but yeah, you just deal with depression though. Like you by yourself, that have your mind. If you're type that can't turn your mind off, you know what I'm saying. You gotta like read a book or find a hobby to do. People go out, go bowling or something. Play basketball. Like I said, I recently just started back playing because I really not big on the games like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting back into it, especially when I had the downtime because I just went back to work today. I told y'all I was off for like a couple weeks. And I've been wanting to play the Spider Man, but Spider Man, I got a PS4. So Spider Man 2 is on PS5. So I'm like, man, you know what? And thanks to a firm, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, so I just got it on the firm. I just got to pay it off, whatever. And I got the Portal too. The Portal was nice. You know what I'm saying? The Portal was like a handheld game. You can like if you are not at home, you can like pick up, you know what I'm saying, where you left off at, you know what I'm saying, as long as you're on somebody else's Wi-Fi or whatever. I didn't take it to Vegas with me. I should have. Because I didn't, I want first, well, wanted to try it out and see if it actually worked. As long as you leave your PlayStation on rest mode, you know what I'm saying, then you be able to pick it up. And you have to have a hardwired connection because I had it on the Wi-Fi thing. when you doing something like that, you have to. I'm like, oh man, cause I got it, and I'm looking it up, and then I'm wondering like, keep on like cutting off, lagging. I'm like, what the? I had looked it up, and I'm like, come on, man. I do remember my cousin told me about that when I got the PS4, cause we was trying to play online, and it kept on like getting disconnected, whatever. And so he ended up getting me what the wire, the cord, whatever. But this time I had to get the cord, and I had to get a bigger cord because when I was on at my old house on Bewick, on the east side, I don't know if I got that cord or not. I should have grabbed it. I think that was like a 50-foot cord or something. But anyway, it was a shorter distance because I had it in the dining room and the router was in the dining room. So I just had to. Only thing about the cords though, you gotta plug it in and run it around, and it's like, man. I just like the Wi-Fi. You just hook up the Wi-Fi, but if you got a lot of stuff on your Wi-Fi, it makes it slower and stuff like the hardwire. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I got the hardwire, only thing about that is, like you said, I had to run it from the room. It's what the router is. I probably could have put the router in the room, probably, but what the router is in the living room. My room is like the next room over, but I can't really drill no hole because if I would drill the holes, because I'm written, so I'm like, if it was a way I could have just, you know what I'm saying, like some way I could have just slid it through the wall or something into the, you know what I'm saying, to the router, boom. But instead, I had to run it from my router and run around my room. And it don't look as bad as I thought it was going to be because, you know what I'm saying, I got it like behind my dresser and under the door. And it don't look as bad as I thought it was going to be because, you know what I'm saying, I don't like all them wires showing. And it's not that bad, though. So it ended up working out. So but yeah, so the portal, you know what I'm saying? As long as you got the hardwire connection, you know what I'm saying? You can, and your PlayStation got to be in rest mode. Because there was a couple of times, I think the power, we had a storm. I guess the power kept going out and something. Because I'm like, because I was away to the cook's house, whatever. And I'm like, dang. I'm like, damn, man. So, come to find out, when I was trying to play the portal, I came back. I'm like, oh, the power must have went out because my PlayStation was off or whatever. So, 'cause I think it flickered a few times. I know I was here when the storm happened. It got dark. And the power went out for a second, but it came back on. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Because I was watching Kane, and I'm like, please, thank, man, come on, man. So, but it flickered, but it came back on, and I had no more problems after that. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. I'm like, one, it's too hot, and two, oh, man, because people, they didn't have power, like, for the 4th of July weekend, man. They power didn't come back on. Some people didn't get power till like that Monday. Some people said Wednesday. I'm like, damn, man. But yeah, so hopefully, as long as your PlayStation stay in rest mode, you can pick up. As long as you on the Wi-Fi thing for your portal, you can pick up anywhere. I should have took it to Vegas, but I didn't because I wanted to see how it was gonna work. And plus, we had the little downtime, like she was in the shower or something. Or we, was, you know what I'm saying? It was a night I couldn't sleep. I could have been up playing, you know what I'm saying, the portal. You know what I'm saying? And the portal, and I got the little case thing. You know what I'm saying? So you can carry it with you, whatever. And instead of like taking you know what I'm saying, taking a big ass PlayStation, you know what I'm saying, you can just take the portal, it's a lot smaller, and you know what I'm saying, and like you say, it's just like playing it at home. Shoot, you just, as long as you own somebody's Wi-Fi, you know what I'm saying, you just connect to your PlayStation, and as soon as you done, you turn it off, and the PlayStation go back in the rest mode. You gotta set the settings so it go back in the rest mode, but it's nice though. And I'm thinking about getting my son one for his birthday coming up because he got, man, he like, oh, you got the portal? Oh, man. He even took it over to Auntie's house because I took him over there. And then I took him over there for my stepmom's party. Hello, can I take your portal? I'm like, yeah, sure. And he took it over there. He like, man, this is nice. So I'm thinking about getting him one for his birthday. And they got the Wolverine game coming out, so might get on that in the portal for his birthday. Either that or Christmas, one or the other. But um, yeah, so no, no, I'm talking to somebody at work, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking about getting the Wolverine game, but I want him to have it, of course. But I'm like, I'm not finna buy no two games. So I talked to somebody. It's a way. He was telling me I had to. I think I did it on the PS4. I just gotta remember how to do it because I'm not finna buy no two games. You know what I'm saying? Them games are already expensive enough. They like $70, $60, depending on what game you get. 'Cause I heard the GTA, if you get like the special edition, that's $100. I'm like, what the man? I don't play GTA, so I'm not really worried about it. But I'm like, dog, that junk is crazy. And then they talking about Then when I was trying to get the Spider Man, I was gonna get the digital one. They wanted like 60 something dollars for it. I'm like, this game is old. Like, what the? And I looked up on Walmart. They had the disc copy. It was like half the price because it was like a sale or something. But I'm like, this game is like it's like 2 or 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? You would think that it went down. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting a disc copy because I'm like, shit, I ain't about to pay no 70, $60 for no damn old game. You know what I'm saying? If it was like a newer game, you know what I'm saying, I just had to bite the bullet, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, nah, bruh. And then I heard that they about to get rid of the disc. I'm like, cause they about to just do like digital copies now, like 28, like a couple years. Everybody mad about that, man. But the only thing about that though, I don't mind the digital copies, you know what I'm saying? But it just take up more space. You have to get the bigger. They want you to get you paying some kind of way because you got to get a bigger space. You know what I'm saying? Either that or you have to delete game. I don't think you have to necessarily delete them, but you have to take them off your thing. And then when they in your library though, because you have to. I just switch them out sometimes. I don't really have that many games on there, but apparently I don't have the biggest memory card thing too. Because it's like I'm like, dang, I only got so many games. And they be like, yeah, that thing is full or whatever. So I just have to like don't delete it completely because it'll be in your library. You just have to switch the game, like take one game off and then once you want to play another game, you just take the one of them off again and re-download because they be in your library. So you re-download the other game or whatever. What the whoop. But I don't really have that many games. But like I said, apparently I don't have the biggest memory thing. So and it's not like back in the day when you. First of all, we went from like Sega where you could save it on the game. You know what I'm saying with the boot. And then when you went to PlayStation, it had memory cards and everybody. I'm like, I ain't know nothing about the. When I had the PS1. I'm saying I'm playing the game and then the game like crash or whatever. I'm like trying to save it. I'm like, what the? I ain't know nothing about a memory card. And they're like, oh yeah, you gotta buy a memory card. I'm like, come on, man. And I'm like, damn. So then you have to get the memory card and the thing about the memory card though is like you can put it on a memory card and you go to somebody else's house, you can put it in the thing and you can pick up where you left off at. But now they don't have a memory card, it's just on your system. So now, unless you transfer it over to like somebody else's PlayStation or whatever, yeah, you just have to pretty much start over. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, but yeah, man, it's like just more money out of pocket, man. But yeah, I just been rambling on, man. So, but yeah, I just wanted to touch bases on depression. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, uh, if you are feeling depressed, you know what I'm saying, either talk about it, you know what I'm saying, or like you say, find a hobby, get out, you know what I'm saying, go. There's a lot of people committing suicide over it, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of people don't feel love, but you know what I'm saying, you are loved. And a lot of people don't realize it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been in that situation where I feel like I'm not really loved. But then when I think about it, I'm like, everybody love me. You know what I'm saying? From my sister to my brother in law. But sometimes it's like, dang, you feel disconnected. But when you think about it, you know what I'm saying? Because especially my sister, man, she look out for me. My brother in law look out for me. Even my own family, you know what I'm saying? Like nieces, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Well, I look out for them too, but, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, when you and sometimes your mind be clouding you. It's like, damn, nobody really love me. But then when you think about it, you sit back and think, like, damn, they do. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, people show up for my birthday parties, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, dang, man. So it's signs that some people just, like, in their head so much, you know what I'm saying? Feel like people don't love you, but people really do, you know what I'm saying? You just, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird to explain, but you know what I'm saying? So if you are like feeling depressed or whatever, like I encourage you get out and go more, especially when you're in the house all the time and you just by yourself. It's cool to be by yourself, having your own time, but when you in the house all the time and that make you depressed too, you know what I'm saying? Just sitting around watching TV all day and like, man, then you be in your head. Even if you just get up and like go to the store or something, you know what I'm saying? Just drive around, go to the park or something, read a book, you know what I'm saying? There's different ways around it, you know what I'm saying? But if you are feeling depressed, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, like I say, either call somebody you can talk to, get a therapist. I know that's another thing too, because a lot of people don't like talking to people, because you know what I'm saying. That done burned me before, because I used to go to work, and I'd be having problems, and I would talk to somebody, and then next thing you know, the whole casino knows. I'm like, man. So I had to limit who I talk to, you know what I'm saying? And especially after I lost my mom, because she was like the one I talked to a lot, you know what I'm saying, about a lot of stuff, and she understood me. So after losing her, it's like, man, because I could probably find some other people to talk to. I really don't, you know. And another thing too, keeping stuff bottled in, because you know what I'm saying. Like I said, you don't want to tell people everything. The next thing you know, y'all get into it and everything on Facebook, and they're like, come on, bro, like, man. And some people just snaky like that, you know. They be like, oh yeah, girl, and next thing you know, your whole business out on the streets and stuff. You like, man, come on, man. So I understand it's hard to talk to people because you don't know who to trust and for real. And that's the thing about raising kids and stuff. Because I be telling them like my kids like, man, y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying, talk to people. You know what I'm saying, talk to somebody about stuff what's going on, even if it's not me or your mom. You know what I'm saying? Because that's stuff they don't, especially not me. They don't really feel comfortable talking to me about stuff. But I'm like, as long as you talk to somebody, because you got aunts, cousins, somebody that'll talk, you know, or listen, and you can get good advice from them. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, if you're dealing with depression and stuff, man, just keep your head up. Like you say, try and get out. You know what I'm saying? Even if you just sit in the, some people like get off work and just sit in the car, be on their phones, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Decompress that way. You know what I'm saying? Or listen to music. Music is a good way too. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, I mean, just have to find a way, keep your head up, and keep it moving. I guess. Um, oh, and I guess if you can, take more vacations and go out and see family more or something. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And hopefully you feel decompressed and you know what I'm saying? And better about things, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's going through it, you know what I'm saying? So you have to be there for each other and checking up on people. A lot of people say they okay, but you can tell like, nah, you ain't all right. You know what I'm saying? Just going over there and spending time. Like my grandmother, man, even though she was like, you know, didn't like didn't say she wanted company or didn't want to go out, whatever. She enjoyed people though. You know, now my uncle was the same way. Cause you can tell when people come over, they be lit up like, oh, yeah. And just spending time with my grandmother, that really helped her too. Cause it was a family flat. Me and my uncle was upstairs before he moved out. Then my mom ended up moving upstairs. But it was like me and my uncle upstairs, and my grandma, my mom, my sister, and them, and my nieces. They stayed there for a minute, and then they moved out. When my sister found her place. So my mom was downstairs, and then she moved upstairs. My uncle moved out, but then she moved back downstairs to help my grandmother a lot. Cause she was still upstairs, but I pretty much had upstairs because then my grandmother passed. My mom just took up downstairs. I was pretty much downstairs most of the time, but I still had upstairs. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, just spending time with my grandmother. That really, you know what I'm saying. 'Cause even though she low key got me in the general hospital, I don't watch it now because after my grandmother, my uncles passed, because my uncles was watching it too. I used to be down there. I used to be down there just talking to her, and then you know general hospital to me. I'm like, oh man, it's kind of good. Oh, but after they passed, yeah, I just stopped watching it because I'm like, yeah, that was just like a thing that we did. You know what I'm saying? But just being down there and she would be on because she would have to watch it at nighttime because people would be calling her and then she'd get dinner ready when the new at the general hospital the news would come on and or for a while it was Oprah but then they moved because the general hospital came on 3 or 4 and Oprah would come on and my grandmother would start cooking um, but they changed it from 3 to 2 and then the news would come on after that so but like I say, she would have to watch it on the recap of it because they would show it on the soap channel late at night, and she would have to watch it at night because she be like on the phone, miss half of it. Like people be calling, and plus sometimes they interrupt with like they had breaking news or something. They would interrupt or something going on like golf tournament or something was going on. They would interrupt it, so she would just mainly watch that night. But anyway, yeah. So I'm just talking now, but um yeah. So hopefully um you guys see the big transition from those following me and watching since season 1. Each season try and get better. Hopefully this season be better than last season. I upgraded a little bit from the outro, intro, with this season. So I'm like I said, I'm gonna try to have bigger, harder hitting topics. Like this episode was about depression, even though I kind of touched it on bases a little bit. Cause I mainly was talking about the trip and just rambling on. But you know, y'all get the gist of it. If you are battling with depression, please get help. Especially if you feel like suicidal, please get help. Like I say, reach out to people or something. But this season, I want to talk more about like I got that next episode, which I'm about to do in a second. Talk about racism. I know that's a topic I really don't really like talking about, so like politics or whatever. But it stuff that came up with issues about like blacks being found hung and still being lynched. People going on trips and stuff and not coming back, and it's just like a big mess. So next episode, which I'm about to do in a second, about racism. I really don't like talking about it, but I mean it's something that we gotta talk about because. But yeah, so topics like that, I will try. Think I'm gonna do the addiction episode. I've been talking about it. I think I'm gonna do it this season. I might be after the racism one. I don't know. And I still got an interview I did with Jairus Hunter, um, Tuda Cook's nephew. I did an interview. That's going on maybe like 2 years now. I think I did it either last year or 2 years ago, but I never did get it edited because yeah. So I gotta edit it out, and I'm not. I don't know how to do editing stuff, but I had to have my daughter do it because like when you like editing out words and all that stuff, I can't. I don't know. My finger's too big or something. I don't know. Well, that part I'll be man. It's frustrating, dude. But my daughter do it just like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he say a lot of cuss words, and I'm not trying to be like cussing in, especially the N word and stuff like that. So I have to, and it's kind of like, but anyway, yeah. So I'm trying to have that one episode, one of these episodes. So yeah, I want to do more interview for people. But yeah. So the thing is, to get better and better each season. Hopefully, I have new listeners. Um, if you do, please. So yeah. Well, anyway, let me wrap it on up. I'm just rambling on and on, and it's like yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode and enjoyed this season, future episode. Um, yeah. So those that keep coming back, thank you for coming back. Hope that keep you guys entertained. All the newcomers, if you like what you heard, please spread the word. Word play out.